age where we are surrounded by visual images, from large billboards next to the roads to pixelated photos on small cell phone screens. We've become very focused on what we can see around us. And long gone are the days where it was only the images of famous actors and actresses that were in the public view. Nowadays, it's also those of politicians, businessmen and women, and sports personalities. And quite apart from their actions and their words, we often find that it is their clothing, hairstyles, and even their footwear that is discussed at length in the media. So for all of us, whether you're a public figure or not, managing your appearance is an important part of who you are. It makes a visual statement of your personality and your lifestyle, as well as indicating your abilities and your confidence. We all make quick assessments based on how people look. Maybe not the best thing to do to make a judgment when you have limited information. So it's important that we acknowledge that your clothing and your appearance is a form of communication. And despite popular wisdom to the contrary, you will be judged on your visual presentation. Now, currently we find ourselves in a whole new way of living, where working remotely has become a large part of our new normal. And for many people, these new working conditions where we have less face-to-face interaction and less supervision is seen as an opportunity to slack off. Now, given that many professionals deemed expert, for example, lawyers, bankers and consultants, typically wear more formal business attire, it's not surprising that in surveys, most people still associate business attire with expertise. So if you work in an industry where business attire is the norm, it's appropriate to maintain that same level of professionalism during virtual meetings. Your clients and your co-workers will continue to see you for the professional that you are, and you'll be demonstrating a conscious effort to stay focused. And more importantly, you'll subconsciously be reminding yourself that you are still at work, just in a different setting. Studies have shown that our clothing has an impact on our thoughts and our ability to think in an abstract manner. It doesn't only influence how others perceive us, but also how we perceive ourselves. And this influence that our clothing has on our psychological state is known as enclosed cognition. The bottom line is, don't assume that just because your work environment has changed, that your work attire should change as well. So please join me, Phillippa Smit, on the 15th of September at 10:45. Who knows, maybe I'll be able to convince you to think twice about what you wear to a virtual meeting.